Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel. My name is Madison and this is my little corner of the internet where I talk about all the crafty things that I'm getting up to, and I'm really excited because it's Vlogtober! So it's the first day of Vlogtober. I'm trying to do my videos ahead of schedule now. So this I'm actually filming on the 30th of September. It is Tuesday. Vlogtober starts Wednesday, which is when this will go up, and I thought I would do like an introduction to my plans for October. I have quite a long to-do list. So anyway, you can find me on the usual places. I will pop up probably here this time. Some of the places you can find me, but everything else will be in the description box down below. And if you enjoy this content, please do hit that like button. And if you're not already, why not subscribe? I'd love to hear what you are up to this October. Are you vlogging? Are there any other channels that you will be watching? Let me know in the comments down below. And yeah, I've had to write myself a list. So let's get into it. I now have 2 spooky boxes from Crochet Society. So last Vlogtober I started working from this box, and there were 6 amigurumi creatures, 3 home crafts to make from this box, and I managed to do 2. And I didn't even finish them within the time. I think I did this one, which is the ghost bat. I think I did this one during Vlogtober, but I had all the pieces for, dropped him, for the wizard frog for ages and just didn't sew him up until this year. So I have 2 from the first spooky box from last year, and I have this year's box as well. So my aim is to try and get more of these done. So I've got 4 more from last year's box, but I also have this year's box. So this also has 6 amigurumis and 3 homeware items as well. That's a lot of amigurumi. So that's what, 10 amigurumis I want to try and do. I don't think I'm going to get all of them done, but you let me know, because as I said, my list is very long. I was also asked at the weekend to make some chenille pumpkins for a birthday party that's coming up. I made mini ghosts last year for this little boy's birthday, and this year they've asked me to make some pumpkins, so I'm really looking forward to doing those. I have ordered the yarn. It is coming from Wool Warehouse, and I'm just waiting for it to arrive now, and then I can get cracking on those. I'm hoping to be able to do a pumpkin a day. It shouldn't take me that long because it's like a chunky yarn, and I already have the pattern. I just need to reduce the amount of stitches because the pattern is designed for DK yarn and the pumpkins are going to be in chunky. So I need to adapt that. So I've got 8 pumpkins to make. And I might see if I can get embroider some faces onto them as well, which would be really cute. So that's 2 things so far. I also have, although it's in a Christmas bag, I don't know if I do have a Halloween bag. Hang on. Let's dig that out. There we go. So I'm going to move it into this bag. This is a Day of the Dead bag. I can't remember where I got this from. This was from a stall at Tangled. Was it last year? I can't remember. But I bought, my friend and I bought 2 because it was cheaper. You got a discount if you bought 2. So I picked up 1 and she picked up another one. Yeah, so I have this one. So I'm going to transfer from my Christmas bag. So I have already set about collecting putting my yarns together for Numpkin and Nettle. I've not made a gnome before, knitted gnome. These are by Sarah Shearer of Imagine Landscapes. This is the October make along. So it starts, I think the 2nd of October we get the first part. So I have gone through my mini skeins, my newer mini skeins, because I didn't really have the colours in my deep stash. But I also bought some minis from Giddy Yarns as well, Helen. which I don't think I've ended up using. Don't know why. So I have a really lovely pumpkin colour. This is from Fibre Fox. I also have this one from Skein and the Stitch, and I think actually these are both from EAYF, East Anglia Yarn Festival, from the Big Stitch Night, but I don't know if they were both from the same year or different years. I think they're from the same, I think they're from this year. So I have those two, and I have a green here from Castle View Yarns, and I have a purple as well. So I could do nettle in the purple, but I'm thinking those three for Numpkin, and then I would change the orange for the purple, maybe for nettle, but we'll see. So these are all 20 grams each. Are they 20 grams? I don't know. They feel like 20 grams. Yeah, so I have the yarn ready to go. I have my needles in here as well. I've got a 2.25, a 2.5. This is because I was going to do Nana last year, and I went and bought all the needles and just didn't end up doing it. And then this one is a 2.75. So I have 3 different size needles. I think you only need 2 for Numpkin and Nettle, but that's everything out of this bag, and I can put my Nana gnomes back in that bag. These are going to go into here. So that's all ready for October. It's going to be really fun. So I've got everything. I have no excuse now. I've signed up to the pattern already. I'm ready to go. Yeah. However, let's pop these back in here. Those are my Nana minis that I picked up last year from Helen as well, from Giddy Yarns. So those are a couple of things that are going on. But I also have 2 test projects to do. So in this bag, I am currently testing the Eyelet Dragon Wing Shawl. I'm using Giddy Yarns mini. It's not the Giddy Yarns episode, honestly, but I do love Helen's yarn. So I am colour 6 at the moment. Ooh. And it's backwards because that's the right edge. So it's got eyelets on the edge, and you get more and more eyelets as it goes along. So I have, what's there? Colour 1, colour 2, colour 3, 4, 5. I'm on colour 6, but there's not, it's a lot lighter. I think colour 5 stops there. So I've had to pull back. I did start colour 7, and then I realised that there was an issue with the pattern the further up you get. So I have ripped it back. I've spoken to Sam. This is a pattern by Sam Rayner of the Sam Rayner podcast. So I'll tag her down below. This pattern is exclusive for the Dragon Trove Advent by Ellie of Craft House Magic this year. So I'm testing the pattern for Sam, along with a few other testers, to make sure that it is correct. So yes, I am on colour 6. I'm using 12 minis though, 20 gram minis instead of 24 10 grams, because I didn't have 24 that weren't already assigned to a project. So I'm working on that. So that needs to be done before, I think it was the 15th of October. So I've got, and I've only been doing that for less than a week now. We're on Tuesday, yeah. Less than a week I've been working on that. So I'm going to try and I need to get that one done. So all of my time at the moment is being put into that project. Yeah. And then obviously when the yarn arrives for the pumpkins, I'll be making pumpkins. So in addition, I also have a blanket project that I've signed up to test. And I have all the yarn. I have Highland Heathers from Stylecraft in Lowland Green and Rose. Yes. So I have all done. I have an extra ball of each as well, just in case. And I am going to be making up the Concerning Habits blanket, which is a pattern by Robin Parent, who is Crochet with May. I have done 2 of her blankets as tests in the past, and I really enjoyed them, so I thought I would have a go at this one. This one is an all over image though. The others I've done have been like repeats of certain of pattern, so it'd be interesting to try and do this one because it's the first one I've done that's like a big picture as opposed to repeat the pattern for so many repeats. Yeah. So, but that is due out in December. So I've got October and November to work on that. We shall see. I've printed the pattern. I've stuck together the first 5 pages so that I've got one long strip to work from. And we're going to go with the flow. So I think that is all of my plans. Pretty much. There's probably something else I've forgotten. But oh well. Yeah, so in addition to that, I'm still doing my weekly Granny Square challenge because I need to. Oh, the other thing, I actually kitted up another mushroom guy, but this time in chenille yarn from Stylecraft, and it's the DK chenille yarn, so it's going to be slightly bigger than the small one that I did. I might see if I can do that as well, but I'm not sure that I'll be able to do that. Anyway, oh, the other one's right in front of me. I have a tortoise to make because my husband and I in next weekend are going to a conference with the World Turtle Alliance to learn more about tortoises and turtles, and because we now have 2 tortoises and we want to look after them properly, so I want to make a tortoise for one of the speakers there because we watch his YouTube channel. It's Garden State Tortoise, and I thought it'd be a cute gift to gift him a crocheted tortoise. So I want to try and get that done as well. See, there's far too much going on, but we'll see what I can get done. I've got 2 new mugs to show you for this month, and I have a thermal tumbler which came with the spooky box this year, Glitter and Spice and all things nice, so I will be using that as well throughout the month. But I thought I mean that's 13 minutes of me yabbering on about all the things, the plans that I've got for this month. I am hoping to record something every day. I do have work, but a lot of my shifts at the moment are mornings, so I'm going to try and do a similar format to what Emily from Emily Makes does and do a check-in throughout the day. So if I remember to check in the morning each day, and then when I get home from work and my plans for the rest of the day, and then check in the evening as like a complete update on what I've managed to do that day, and we'll see how that goes. So my aim is to put out a video every day. If I don't get much footage though, it will probably be every couple of days. Yeah, we're going to play it by ear and see what we can get up to for this month. I've got lots of decorations I want to put out, so it's going to be a really lovely autumn. Yeah, we've also got Glasgow School of Yarn as well the weekend after I go to the conference, so it's going to be a very busy month. There's a lot going on. We don't have any plans for this weekend, do we? No plans for this weekend. My father-in-law is coming up and he'll be with us for 2 weeks because he's going to come up for a week of karate, look after the tortoises whilst we're down at the conference, and then he'll be here for another week for more karate, and then it's Glasgow School of Yarn, and then I've got workshops booked basically from next week, right up until Christmas. So we'll see what happens. I'm going to be spending a lot of time in Glasgow City, which means for Vlogmas you'll get to see all the Christmas lights, and you'll see them a lot because it's so pretty. But that is my intro to Vlogtober. I hope you will join me in trying to work through this very long to-do list for the month. I also have cushions that I want to make and bags that I want to make, but I need to use the spare room, and it's going to be in use for 2 weeks. So I think tomorrow I'm going to sit down and try and do some of these cushions to get them out of the way, to get them done, and then I know I can just pack up the room and I can go back to it afterwards. But yes, it's going to be an interesting month. It's going to be quite busy, but I hope you will join me and see what I'm getting up to. I am hoping to watch, I don't know who's vlogging this year for Vlogtober. I think Emily is from Emily Makes, and I think, who else is? Davina from Little Workroom Crafts, I think she will be doing Vlogtober as well. Ali from Little Drops of Wonderful and This Little Wonderful Life does Vlogtober, but she does it on her This Little Wonderful Life platform as opposed to Little Drops of Wonderful. So yeah, if there's any that you know, any people you know that are taking part in Vlogtober, please do drop their links down below, because I would love to see who else is taking part, and let's get going for Vlogtober. So thank you so much for joining me today. Not an awful lot of craft stuff, but hopefully you've got an idea of what is to come for this month, and I will see you all again tomorrow. Take care. Bye.